Good morning and welcome to the Crafting Coop. I'm Reesa and I'm here to craft with you. And it's Sacred Treasure House. And I'm so excited because we are doing Easter today, the meaning of Easter, Holy Week. So I am going to pull up our lineup today. So right now it is crafting and creating with Christina should be on. She should be finishing up. Then it is me, the Crafting Coop. After me is wonderful Mandy, wonderful whimsicals by Mandy. Um, Jeannie's palette is after that, and then Grace Faithful Creations, aka the Bouncy Bling Queen. That's Grace, my friend. She's so sweet. Chalk Decor with Heart and Home Designs, and I believe that is Sissa, if I'm not mistaken. And then Shelly by the Shore Crafting, that's Michelle. Quality Crafts by Kathy, that's Kathy. And then good old Wreck-It Ralph Crafting. And then it is Paint Party with Lydia, yay, and Simply Bewitching by Wendy, and then Let's Be Artful, and then Megan is tonight at 10 p.m. and it's the Right House Decor. So I am super excited for the lineup. It is Easter Blessings, Holy Thursday. I am doing something that definitely is a blessing from Easter. It is the main blessing from Easter, and I'm excited about it. I did do this last night, which is Mary looking up at her son on the cross. Um, it's a beautiful image. Um, it it's really moving when we do these kinds of things. Hey Belinda, kind of sad, but yeah, kind of sad. But I love it. And why did I leave the Crafting Coop? Ding dong. Okay, so let me get myself shared out. Hey Ramona, how are you, my sweet friend? I finally found a box to ship your thing. So I'm going to take it. I know it's not going to be there by Easter, but you'll have many, many more Easters to come. And I know it's really probably not on your mind with your son anyway, but I am shipping out those I could not find boxes for the crafts because of the bows that are on them. So, but I did. Glenn went to searching and he found some. So it was really good. Thank you for being so patient, Ramona. You've been very patient. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Ralph, and hey, Sissa, and Lisa, and Debbie. Hey, Debbie, and who else is in here? Who else? Who else? Who else? I missed somebody. I think I don't know. Didn't see it. Diane. Hello, Diane. And there's Christina and Elizabeth, and so excited. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. Let me send out. Oops. I don't know if I see Carrie, but let me send out to these groups real quick. Um, Okay, let me see. Let me see. Make sure I'm getting everything. I know there's a few I have not seen yet. There's one right there. There's another. Oh, okay. I missed one. Let me type it. There we go. And then, Carrie, are you here? Did you send out links or do you need me to? Hey, Sybil, how are you? Let me see if I need to. Copy that link. And hey, Tanya, how are you? Oh, is she here? Is Carrie here? I don't see her. Am I missing it or something? Diane asked a question. I went searching crazy for the double-sided tape while you were live yesterday, and could not find it, and opened a drawer last night and there it was. And there was the tape. Awesome. So the tape, the double-sided tape I use is from Dollar Tree. Tanya, you need some of this. It's very easy. It looks like it's white uh, paper, which it is because it's sticky on this side. Then when you put it down, you just pull the tape off and it's sticky on the other side. Did you send out the links or do I need to, Carrie? Can you just give me a yes or a no? You got your telegram. Okay. Was there a link in it, Sybil? That way Carrie may not can comment right now. Was there a link in it? Hey, Amy. You guys are awesome. Let me just look real quick. Yes, she did. Of course. Carrie is awesome. I just want you guys to know Carrie is amazing. Amazing. She always follows through and does, you know, every once in a great while she forgets something, but very little, very, very little. Because the only person perfect in this world is Jesus. But she is very close to she gets her stuff done. Hey, Sharon and Amy and Diane and Sybil. And did I miss anyone else in between there? I think I did. I just don't know who. Okay. There's Deborah, Sacred Soul. Welcome, welcome. So I am in Sacred Treasure House, and I'm so excited because we are going to be doing basically Easter blessings, Holy Week, Holy Thursday. I guess depending on hey, Catherine Kelly, depending on what denomination in the Christian faith that you are, you may do different things on different days. I know that it all started way back in February with Fat Tuesday, where some people give up for Lent and then follows through till after Easter. And then I had only done that one time and it didn't work out too well for me. Because I decided to give up Diet Mountain Dew with all the caffeine in it. And yeah, no, I was very miserable. Hey, Mandy, there's Mandy. She is up after me, like I said a while ago. Wonderful Whimsicals by Mandy is after me. I forgot my password to log in. I know. No, Michelle, no, you're not. Michelle, send me a message. Thank you, Michelle Carlin. Michelle wait, I lost your comment. Yes, Michelle Thompson, send me a private message to my messenger. Okay, send me a message. Go to my page and send me a message and we'll work it out. Because I don't think you've made the login yet. So I don't think you've got your password. I don't think you've made it. So we need to do that. So anyway, so we're going to be doing all kinds of things that sorry. I'm very sorry. It's going to go black for a minute. I'm so sorry. Sorry. But somebody tried calling me and it totally messed me up. So, Lord, please don't let anyone else call. Please. I didn't think to hit the thing and yeah. So, anyway, people do different things and they celebrate in different ways. And whatever your way is that you celebrate is great. It's good for you. It's the way we celebrate all of that good stuff. It's awesome. It's amazing. And so I love yeah, I know I forgot my do not disturb. I know. It went black for just a second. Yeah, it did. Anyway, I really do I just sometimes you just celebrate different things. I love that we have Palm Sunday where Jesus was walking in, and they waved and laid down their palm branches for him and the donkey to walk over. That's amazing. And then of course the Last Supper. Um, and then the leading up to Jesus praying in the garden, and them coming and getting him and arresting him and taking him all the way through, and all that good stuff. Hey, Grace, what'd Grace say? I took this week and stopped eating any meat or seafood for the whole week. That's amazing, Grace. That's awesome. That is really good. Hey, Cassandra, thank you for sprinkling. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, so it's a good week. It's a great week. If you believe, it's a great week. And I'm excited because tomorrow yesterday would have been the Lord's Supper, and on and through. And so tomorrow is crucifixion. And I'm doing another event tomorrow about the resurrection, because of course we don't go live on. Is that Kathy? I see Kathy. Welcome, Kathy. Have crosses on their backs. Did you know that? Donkeys have crosses on their backs. No, I didn't know that. That's good information. Wow. Wow. Thank you for sprinkling, Sissa, Kathy, everyone. Thank you for sprinkling. I really appreciate it. So anyway, there's just all kinds of things that lead up to it. And so since I am doing today and tomorrow for resurrection. Last night I did, and I asked people, did they want this? Because I wasn't going to put it in there, because to me, I felt like it was pretty graphic or dramatic, But last night, Carrie and I did this, which is Mary looking up onto her son on the cross. And today I am doing this. And it does say it's Friday, but Sunday is coming. So this would have been that he dies on Friday, and how of course, hours to us and days are different to him. But so Jessica picked this out, and she has been wanting this image to hang up in her house for Easter. So that is what I'm going to do. So let's get started. Now, earlier I went over everybody that's in the event today. If you don't know where to look for the schedule, there is one on my page. You can also join Sacred Treasure House, which is in there. The link is in my description. You can also join there, and then all you have to do is refresh, and then you can just join, and yeah, all day long. So I kind of moved my camera a little bit. So now I need to make sure that I've got it straight. Let's see if that works. Kind of moved it around. Yeah, the printable. Yeah, it is pretty. I made it last year, and I did not put it into the nesting box because I thought it's moving. It's a very moving picture. And I wasn't sure if anyone would really, use it, want it. But when I mentioned it, everybody was like, yes, yes, yes. So I did it last night, and they still want it into the nesting box. So I will put it in there for everyone. So we had an amazing day yesterday when we made phone calls to tell people that we paid for wells. I'm not going to bust the bubble. I'm going to let Tanya tell you about her phone call. But it was amazing. And all of the calls have been really good. We still, out of the 13 loans, we still have an additional 4 to do. We have done 9. And it has just been delightful. It is very meaningful. Tanya will be able to tell you a lot of it that happened yesterday and how amazing it was. Julie also told someone yesterday, and she went live with us last night just for a few minutes. to tell her what happened on her call. Um, wow, sorry about that. Man, oh man. People just will not quit calling. Will not quit calling. Nope, they won't. Maybe I'll remember now. Maybe I'll remember to hit that do not disturb. I was in, when I have to take Jessica to work and Wyatt to school, which is not very often, but when I do, we have to get up and leave at 6:30 in the morning to get them there for me to get back in time, because we live about 40 minutes from town. So it's a good ways, a really good ways. So yes. Hello, I said hello to Cassandra. Yes. So the paint is tea rose, Dixie Belle tea rose. Tanya knows I use Dixie Belle. She's like, "What color is that one?" That's funny. Yeah, it's tea rose. And the reason Jessica picked it was because she's hanging it near another print that I made that's for Easter that was painted this same color. So, hey Cheryl, how are you? Yes. Tanya and um Tanya and Julie did that yesterday. It was amazing. Now next year we're gonna draw names. So I will let everybody know when the timing will be to put in want to put your name in the little bucket. Um and then we will draw names for however many. Next year we hope that it's, you know, double, double, double. Yeah, it's a gorgeous color. Like it almost matches my fabric perfectly. Look at that. Um, so we'll let you know, Mandy, so you can get in on it. We're hoping that next year we have so many people to call. It's funny because last year we did 3 loans, and we thought, oh gosh, hopefully we'll double and do at least 6 this year. And when I found out we were doing 13, I about fainted. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. And yesterday's call with Tanya, with all of the calls have been amazing, but yesterday with Tanya, that was really cool. That was super cool. She gave us her testimony, and it was just amazing. So amazing. And some of the people are older, and hold on, phone's ringing. This is ridiculous. If that's my child, I'm going to wring her neck. Hold on. Hello? I don't know who it was, but there wasn't anybody there. No one ever calls that house phone but Jessica and Glenn, just about. So I don't know what that was, but I always have to answer it just in case, there's something wrong. So anyway, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with the phones today. It's really ridiculous. We're gonna do 50 next year. Yeah. Yeah. Cassandra, you're interested? Okay, good. If you are in the nesting box and you want to tell people next year, I'm shooting for at least 26. Ralph's shooting for 50. And I'm like, yes, we need to give it to as many people as we can and help these people out. So it is going to be great. Okay, so I've got this. I don't have to paint it twice because it's Dixie Belle. When you have Dixie Belle, um, yes, Mama Sybil could be calling from heaven. You're so right. You're so right, Sybil. My grandmother's name is Sybil, and she was a great grandmother, but she was also a little ornery, right, Sybil? She was a little ornery. Um, and I told Sybil a couple of stories, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, she's like she's the best." She is. Um, I can't turn on to not stir. I don't think when I do that sometimes from with StreamYard, it makes my camera mess up, and it could just be my phone. I don't know, but um I don't want to take the chance because then I may have to start it all over again. But the last time I did that, yeah, it messed me up. So, and I don't know, it might have been because I had my hearing aid, what do you call them? Somebody help me. Apple, AirPods. My AirPods that are hearing aids. Um, yeah. So it might have been because I had those in, but I don't want to take a chance just because of it. I need to put me a big sign right here on my thing that says turn off do not disturb. I have it set for, maybe I should just set it for every Tuesday and Thursday, and then I don't have to worry about it. It comes on automatically on Wednesdays and Sundays. So I could change it and set it for Tuesdays and Thursdays because yeah. Okay. So we are doing, it's Friday, but Sunday's coming. And I love that saying because Friday means we went through major sorrow, and not just sorrow, but we also went through joy. Even though he lost his life, that was the plan, right? That was the plan, so that we would be forgiven of our sins and could live in eternity with him. And that's awesome. So um you just kind of have to take all of it in, right? But maybe next time I'll test it, Debbie. Um the next time I go live, like on a Wednesday or a Sunday, I'll test it to see if I don't have my AirPods in, if I can change it. Because if so, that would be great in case I ever forget. But I just know the last time I did it, it messed me all up. I wish there was a way you could set on your iPhone do not disturb without having to go and pull the little thing down and hitting do not disturb. Wish there was a better way to do it, but you know. Yeah, I forget. Oh, speaking of, let's turn on the iron. Thank you, Christina. Yeah, I knew you could turn it on, but for some reason, that last time I did it, and I really think I had my AirPods in, and they're not just AirPods, they're also hearing assistants. Which, by the way, if you know anybody that needs hearing assistance, yeah, yeah, yeah. It just, for some reason, I don't know why, but it just decided last time to shut me to where I could not get it back going, and I was like, oh no. Um, Hold on. If you know anybody that needs hearing assistance, those AirPods with hearing assistance, they're less than $200, and they're amazing. They work just like hearing aids, and they are, I can't even talk about how great they are. You can hear yourself talk, you can hear anyone else talk, you can hear anything, you hear everything and anything. It pipes into your ears, and it's very, very strong. You can turn your volume up and down to fix how strongly the sound is. And yeah, it's wonderful. So, all right. By the way, Tanya, I have another person that needs an invoice, so I will send you something as soon as I hear from them. I asked them for their email. And I think it was someone we talked about before, but I don't think you were able to reach them. So let me get this up. Let's talk about the book club. Or the book workshop. I always call it club. I don't know why I do that. Anyway, the book workshop is going to be amazing. We have been working on, we did one of these, which is a little journal. It has pockets, and these are really super cute, but that's just chump change compared to what we're going to do. Yes. Hi, Jeannie, how are you? No, there's not on the side. No, it just silences the ring, but doesn't stop it from coming through and screwing up your phone. So anyway, the book class is with Sacred Treasure House, and it is 4 Saturdays in May at around 2 hours or even more, depending. You will have access to the replays for several months. I have been saving everything and uploading it back up there. I will be doing a pop-up this Saturday morning that will involve envelopes, I think, unless I change my mind. I'm also doing a giveaway inside the group for a lot of the things, not all, but a lot of the things that you will need for the books. We are going to be making 2 hardbound books and possibly some other stuff. I will still probably do pop-ups in May and the classes. And if you are interested, it is $20 for everything. And I'm going to be teaching hand lettering. You are also going to get all of my printables, including my junk journaling printables. Now, those are not just, if you don't know what junk journaling printables are, then it's not a scene. It's pages and then images, kind of like Tim, images kind of like Tim's ephemera, Tim Holtz's ephemera, that you can cut out and use to decorate your book with. So that is what that is. So I really would rather use the ink. I got that ink all over me last night, but I'm just into the ink right now for some reason. So, yeah. So if you want an invoice, reach out to Tanya and she will get you one. We have going on 40 people in there. We're so excited. Well over 30. So it is definitely going to be amazing. These ink pads work for a lot of different things, especially if you are wanting to really vintage something up. You can just wipe it all around it. Just like that. And it's good to even put on your wood. And then you can just kind of give it some character. I saw Sybil do this a couple weeks ago, and I went, oh my gosh, I forgot I could just use my ink, because I got tired of using the ink and I went to the wax, and then I was like, I could just use it. It would be great. All right. So we're going to put this about right there. And let me wipe my hands before I have ink completely all over me. I had that ink on me last night and it was like, yikes. So what I did to this, if you don't know, is I took the image, I put Mod Podge on the back, I dried it, and now I am ironing it with a piece of parchment paper onto my image so that it will hopefully never come up and there will be no wrinkles, no bubbles, no nothing. So, and then you actually can, if you see, like if there was like a bubble or something, you can actually use your iron on top of it too. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not going to do anything to it. It's not going to mess it up. And it just helps it to, stick better. Okay. So, I know it says that it's Friday and Sunday's coming, but I still wanted to possibly do a tag. So I just don't know. Does anybody have any ideas of what, maybe just Easter blessings or something? I am rearranging my craft room so that I can get my paper crafting stuff out so that I can see. Okay, sorry. This is a We Are Memory Keepers, and it is an angle cutter, and you just stick it in there, and it cuts it to look like a tag. And then you just... Hey, Lucy, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Did I miss anyone else? Thank you for sprinkling, Lucy. I really do appreciate that very much. Very much, very much. Hey, Jeannie. There's Jeannie's palette. She is in here today, too. She's in the event. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all of you, for coming. He is risen. That's a good one. Yeah, I could put that. That'd be great, too. Ugh. I have to, I don't have to do anything today except go get Wyatt and take him to do tutoring, but I'll be able to watch a lot. Okay, so let's do He Is Risen. Now, when you do hand lettering, by the way, my giveaway will have one of these little magic pins in it. When you are doing hand lettering, you want it to, it was very small and hard to see on the phone. Yes, it was. When you are doing hand lettering, as you can see right here, it is, your downstrokes are thick and your upstrokes are thin. And this pen, which is a, oh, you're okay, Christina. Welcome, welcome. This pen is a Tombow Fudenosuke. Here's the, you can take a picture. This is what it looks like. This is the packaging right there. And you can get them at Walmart and Hobby Lobby. And they do assist you in learning how to write in hand lettering. Now, I know a lot of people teach hand lettering. Some teach it like the fake way, where you would, you know, write and then go back and fill it in and stuff like that. But this is this is not calligraphy. This is the way to do actual hand lettering, and you would learn how to control your pen with pressure. That's how you learn how to hand letter, is to control your pen with pressure. And so when I go down, I put a lot of pressure. When I go up, when my things are thin, I do light pressure. Now, it definitely, if you want to take a picture of this real quick, there we go. Take a screenshot. Okay. When I got this pen, I thought, oh, this is going to be so easy. It's going to be great. I'm going to know how to do this. It's going to be wonderful. No, it doesn't work like that. You still have to learn how to control this pen. Yes, you will be able to see because I will be by myself. All of that, but also the replays will be there, and you will be able to watch the replays, start and stop as many times as you want. And that is what Carrie did. Carrie did that when she um Carrie did that when she made her book. And at the time, Carrie and I just knew each other on, you know, in the church. We didn't know each other physically. And so she actually learned how to do it and made her own book. Hi, Maria. Made her own book by watching the replays, going back, doing it, moving on, doing it, going back. So trust me, it will be easy. It was hard because it was little, and Tanya did not have the proper tools. That she thought she had ordered a big enough scoreboard. She has now ordered the large scoreboard, so she will be fine now. So don't worry about it at all. You just wait and see. It'll be good. So anyway, back to the hand lettering. When I got the pen, it took me 3 months. 3 months of practicing every day for at least 15 minutes. 3 months. But I got it. And then the more I did it, the better I got, to where now sometimes I catch myself writing all the time like that, which you can't unless you're using that pen. But I start out that way and I'm like, oh wait, I can't do that. But it's pretty cool. Hand lettering is very cool. And it's not writing, it is drawing the letters. And you lift up your pen and stop in between every letter. And there's lots of cool things about it. So we will be doing some of that too. Because as you can see, I wrote my name on my book. And there's lots of things in there that sometimes you might want to write things in your journal that are titles and stuff like that. That would be awesome to do. So learning is key. I've got this all over me, this ink. Hey, Kelby, how are you? Will we, hold on. Will we only get the list of items needed if we are inside the group? Yes, only if you're inside the group. I just was wondering how much I would have to purchase. Okay, got a budget. Okay, so I can tell you some things that are just regular things that are you probably have in your craft room if you're a crafter, Diane. So like maybe a cutter, a cutter, you know, like a regular cutter, scoreboard, score tool, hole punch. You don't even need, I mean, there's ways around all of it, but the actual stuff is, you know, stuff like needles for the sewing, if we do any sewing, the type of thread, um, you know, just, and a lot of it's things that I'm going to use as tools in case you wanted to purchase the tools. It's totally up to you, but it's not, you can be very minimal on it. And there are ways, if you, you know, that you can, like you can, if you have a cutter, you can score on that cut line. If you have a score tool, those kind of things you can do. So, I think that you, you know, I think that you would be able, you'd probably be okay. I do have an awl on here so that you can poke through poke through the, you know, paper, um, for if we're sewing it and stuff. So it's not, a lot of it is stuff, like I said, that you probably have in your craft room. And you don't have to get things like the pen. If you want the pen and you want to do it, yeah, you can do that. If you don't want to, you don't have to. That's, you know, it's totally up to you how deep you want to do it. So if you have minimal, I can send you a message, and, you know, like I use, you don't have to have this. This is a, you know, gosh, now I've lost what they are. Bone folder. This is a bone folder. So if I'm folding a piece of paper, we're folding a piece of paper, you know, I take it to make the edges sharp. You don't have to have that. I mean, you don't. You could use anything. Yesterday, Lisa used something else. She didn't have one. So you really, you know, you don't have to worry about um, all those little things because you don't have to have them. And the things that I am requesting, like fabric, it's just like a fat quarter of fabric. And I told everybody, just to be safe, you know, charms are on the list. You know, little things like that. It's not like huge. There's not, you know, if you purchased every single thing on the list, well, yeah, it'd probably be over $100. But you don't, there's probably a lot of stuff that's in your craft room that, you know, you don't have to, that you probably already have, in other words. So, and like I said, I showed on one of the times when I was talking about it, you know, like you can cut, you can score on your cut, you know, your cutter. You can, you don't even have to have a corner rounder because, you know, you can use, and then it's just minimal things like glue, you know, stuff like that. So it's not, if you're going to fill and do all of it, then yeah, it would be a lot. But yeah, see, Lisa's not spending much. Yep, you can do alternative items. That's exactly right. And you don't need a quarter rounder because, you know, I mean, I did this and sold books, so I have all the things. But if you want to make a corner round and make it perfect, you could take something like this, draw a line right there, and then cut it off. You don't have to have like a corner rounder and stuff like that. That's what I'm getting at, is you know, there are ways to do other things. So definitely there are ways to do other things. I don't even know what time it is. Somebody, oh, I got plenty of time. So I'm trying to think of what all's on the list, but you know, it's not, you know, I mean, you can get double-sided tape, charms, beads, jute. You can get all that at Dollar Tree. And I use the Dollar Tree double-sided tape. It's good stuff. It's probably the best thing you have in the whole store, to be honest. I know without a doubt when I use it, it's going to stick. And I made all my books that I sold with that tape. So we would love for you to join. And if you see something on the list and you wonder, I don't have that, and you can't figure out what to do how you could, do an alternative, just reach out to me. I will definitely, help you. I've been doing this for years. So, okay. Let's see. Let's go back to this one. Don't know. I don't want this bow too big, but think I have that pink stuff over there I can use. Okay. Is that? Oh, no. This is not what I wanted. Darn it. I was hoping. I was wanting this color, but that's not enough. No. No. Darn it. Green, no. Okay, I'm just going to go with this since I have some of this in there. This came from Temu. We call it Temu. They call it Temu. And it's like $1 something for a big roll of it. You can get several, and it's really cool to work with on different things. So I don't know how much it is now because it's been a while since I bought any, but oh, and that what I made the bow with was a Bodabra. Sorry, I got wrapped up in the list. Come on. Get up there. And I will be showing how to make some cute little bows if you want to put little bows in your journal. And some of the things too, Diane, is like, ephemera, but I am going to be giving you the, hey, Donna, I am going to be giving you, the junk journals with the ephemera in it. So that would be, but I did put on there if you wanted extra ephemera, you could, pull that into, what you wanted, if you wanted extra scrapbook paper. But I am going to be giving away everything that I use digitally will be in there for you to use, including the pages. So it'll be it, you just will need to print whatever it is you have, whatever you decide to use. So totally up to you. This little guy is sticking out just a little too far. There we go. All right, let's see if we can get it now. Kind of moved around. Thank you, Debbie. I was talking about you the other day, Debbie, with bows. I'm like, she makes some really good, like, wreath bows. It's like I can make wreath bows, but I have to use the Bodabra. But I I only use the Bodabra really for just these kind rag bows because it holds it in place, makes it easier. Okay, where am I? Don't want it to cover the words. And don't want it to roll down here like it's doing. So pick that up. Okay. And then always fluff your bow. Jessica gets so frustrated with me because she doesn't fluff the bows on the things, and she's a therapist for children. And so she takes all my stuff like, animals, bunny rabbit, all that stuff. And she hangs them up in the lobby of her office. And when I go and visit and I see that the bows are not fluffed, I'm like walking around in her office fluffing all the bows. Thank you, Amy. And she's like, Mom, I'm like, well, fluff the bows. They look dumb laying down like that. They don't look right. You need them to look like, a bow. She gets frustrated. It's funny. I kind of laugh at her. So just make sure you make your bow look good when you do it. Ta-da! Okay. So I'm going to move this aside, and I'm going to show you yesterday or the day before, I found a box with some of my books in them. So I have 10 minutes, and I'm going to show you a couple of them. So one of the ones that I taught them to make, now the bow is not right. Speaking of fluffing the bow, I just retied it real quick to put it back in there. But so on the top here is a tie that keeps it closed. You see how it kind of looks like a Christmas ornament? Well, you're just going to untie it, okay? And untie it here. Okay. And then this little thing is what hangs it on. You could put anything to hang it on the Christmas tree, but you open it up and it is a photo album. So like here you could write Merry Christmas or put a small picture, but you put the pictures all throughout, and then you hang it on the tree, and then every year you make a new one, and then every year, of course, you hang it on your tree, and then you have all your most precious moments from Christmas hung on the tree every year. Isn't that a cool idea? Pretty cool idea. This one is a book that you can make to, it's just a little pamphlet type book, but you can use it to put Christmas cards in. These Christmas cards were all bought at Hobby Lobby in a big box, okay? And I just bought them, and I made the little thing. You can see it's two-toned. And then you could give these as gifts at Christmas. Pretty cool idea. And then this one's really cool. I love this one a lot. This is a flip book. So when you open it, you can start by putting a picture here. And then these little tabs right here. Now watch, because it's going to be cool. You pull and it flips as you go. And you just flip it back. And you put pictures front and back. These are amazing to make for people for Christmas, because then they can put their Christmas pictures in here. Some of them have not been turned in like 4 or 5 years. So there we go. Just have to pull them apart. And you just go back. And you just go back. Isn't that cool? pretty neat little books. And then this is one of my first books that I made, like in the very beginning. One of my first hardbound books. It is hardbound. It's a book board, and it's got the two little things on the side. It's covered everywhere. You open it up, as you can see, now that is all the paper. It's distressed paper, but it's covered and sealed up as a book. And then you just start thumbing through it. Now it's stuffed because the pockets all have stuff in them. But this is kind of like the journaling one that Carrie made, so that you can, journal. So it's pockets that you can journal on and in and do all that fun stuff. And I love feathers because it reminds me of so like this one, look how cute that is. It says, this makes me happy. And this one says the end. And these are Project Life cards, which I have a ton of, and I'm gonna probably give some of those away in that packet. So yeah, so it's just fun to do. I stopped putting the ribbon on them because it's kind of a nuisance, but at first I thought, oh, ribbon would be good, but I know I don't. I wish I hadn't put it on there, but so yeah. And Carrie just put the details about it, but I love this book because it reminds me of my favorite scripture, which is Psalms 91:4, where he says, I will cover you with my feathers, and under my wings you will have refuge. And just reminds me of that. And so you can even decorate the outside. You can do whatever you want. You can totally fix every single bit of it however you want. I noticed one of my little flowers was coming up the other day. There we go. Got extra glue off me. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. And you can seal the outside of them. You can seal them on the outside, so that the paper never rips and stuff with Mod Podge. But I don't seal mine. So, and then of course, most of you have seen this book, but there may be some that haven't. I created this one for myself. I only made one because I just made it for myself so that I could take it with me if I was going like to a meeting or even church, wherever. And these are Project Life cards again. If you don't know what that is, they're I don't even know. I'm assuming they still make them. I don't know, but here's some more of them. So this has several pockets. Has two pockets right here, and then a pocket right here. And then you open it up. This book is strictly made out of craft paper. And that is the two things, Diane, that you would have to have would be craft paper and book board. But I put the links in there, and it's not super expensive. So, and then there's a pocket here. There's a pocket there. Big pocket there. And then there's a big pocket here that you unwind. So, yeah. So you can make books in all kinds of shapes, sizes, all kinds of everything. And they're amazing. So, Jessica will have her Easter decorations. I didn't even know she wanted one. She should have told me a while ago and I would have done it, but she was telling me this morning. So yeah. So, book board and there's a few things that you would need, that you probably don't have. But I know that Carrie the other day stopped and found that you could purchase different things at Michael's and Hobby Lobby. And I think that the package of 100 sheets at Michael's, 100 sheets of the craft paper, I think that package, we're not going to talk about you. You're funny. You're so funny. I think that package, she said, for 100 sheets was $16.99. I found a packet on Amazon that was less, and it was less. It wasn't 100 sheets, and it cost less, of course. So, yeah. So it's, just depends. Things like this where you have a big eye on it, so that you can, put thicker thread through it, stuff like that. The craft paper at Hobby Lobby was $10.99. Okay. Oh, see, that's great. At Hobby Lobby, it was just $10.99. Was it 100 sheets, Carrie? Because that's a really good price. Like, really good price. You, for the pages, two-sided printing is good. You can just, if your printer doesn't do two-sided, you can just put it through and then flip them and put it through again, which is what Lisa did yesterday. I am going to have pages that are set strictly for, it's 9 o'clock, so we have to go. But I am going to have pages set up for printers that do double-sided, and then I'll also have a set for printers that don't do double-sided. So yes, 100 sheets. Okay. All right, ladies, go watch Mandy. She's amazing. I'll see you guys there. Bye.